Today our new chapter is chapter 6, Operations on Algebraic Expressions. Look at the name of the chapter, Operations on Algebraic Expressions. That means there must be some algebraic expressions, and on that expression we will operate few things like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. So before we start the chapter, we have to know what is an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression means, suppose we write 6x plus 3. 6x plus 3. Here x is an unknown. This unknown is called variable. And plus 3 constant. Why? Because plus 3 means it has a definite value 3. Now in 6x, if we change the value of x, the value of 6x will change and the value of the whole expression will change. Let us take an example for this one. If x equal to 1, then 6x plus 3 is equals to 6 into 1 plus 3, that is 9. Again, if x equal to 2, the value of the expression 6x plus 3 will become 6 into 2 plus 3. Use Bodmas rule, bracket of BOD MAS, bracket of division, multiplication, then addition. So multiply these two numbers first. 6 2s are 12 plus 3 15. So you observe that by changing the value of the variable x, we get different values of the expression. So that's why this x is called variable. And plus 3 is constant. Here 3, the value of 3 is 3. Here also the value of 3 is 3. There is no change in the value of 3. So this is an example of an algebraic expression. Now, in case of algebraic expressions, we need to know few things. Number one, we have already learned the term polynomial when we have done the chapter factorizations. I told you about the term polynomials. So let us consider an algebraic expression x cube. Only one term x cube is here. So this is monomial. Next one, if we have two terms x cube plus 2x square, two terms. Now how I am identifying the terms? This one and this one, they are connected by a plus sign. So how many terms are there? This is called one term, this is another term. So here we have two terms, so binomial. Okay, this is an example of a binomial. Now, if we have three terms, x cube plus 2x square plus 3x, it is called trinomial. Bi means 2, tri means 3. Now, if we have more than 3 terms, that is x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 5, in general, we will call it as a polynomial. Okay. So Here in this polynomial we have 4 terms. Why? First one, second one, third one, fourth one. Here we have 3 terms. X cube is the first term, then this one, then this one. Here we have 2 terms, this one and this one, and here we have only 1 term. Okay. Now in case of operation on algebraic expressions chapter, we have to know another thing, that is like terms and unlike terms. Now what are called like terms? It will be clear when I give you an example. Suppose 5x square, 3 by 7 x square minus 2 by 5 x square, 7 x square. Look at the terms. We have taken single terms, 5x square, 3 by 7 x square, minus 2 by 5 x square, 7 x square. All these are monomials, but what is common? All of them have x square, x square, x square, x square. So x square is common in all the 3 terms. In case of like terms, we can do the addition and subtraction. But if we have, let us give an example, sum of like terms. Suppose 5x square is a term, another term is plus 3x square. Look, both of them has x square common. So take x square common. Then we are left with 5 here, 3 here. 5 plus 3 gives you 8. So we will write 8 at the beginning and then x square. So when we have same term, x square related terms, we can add them. Similarly, subtraction of like terms. Yes? No, just listen to me. Subtraction of like terms. 5x square minus 3x square. Exactly similar. We will take x square common. So I am writing x square here and there we are putting a bracket. We have taken x square common and we have written it at the end. So we are left with here 5, here minus 3. 5 minus 3 gives you 2. So it will be 2x square. So you see that subtraction and addition of like terms are possible. Now, what is this thing called? In 5x square, what is the name of this 5? This 5 is called the coefficient of x square. Put your audio off. Let me finish it first. In the expression 5x square, 5x square means 5 into x square. So this 5 is in the product form with x square. So this is called coefficient of x square. Coefficient means the number which is in the form of multiplication with the given variable term. Here in this expression 4, 2 is the coefficient of x square, 3 is the coefficient of x, 5 is the constant. Okay, these 2, these 3, these are not constant. These are called, actually if we have only 2, x cube plus 2, then we can call this one is a constant. But when in this case 2 is in the form of multiplication with x square, 2 is called coefficient of x square. 2 is called coefficient of x square. These two coefficient of x square. Here 3 is called coefficient of x. Now look at the first term. What will be the coefficient of x cube? Any number, it can be considered that it is in the form of multiplication with 1. That means, suppose x square can be considered as 1 into x square. Okay, so 1 is in the form of multiplication with x square. So 1 is called coefficient of x square. Similarly here, we have nothing means we have 1. So 1 is the coefficient of x cube here. Here also 1 is the coefficient of x cube. Here 1 is the coefficient of x cube. Here 1 is the coefficient of x cube. It is not necessary that the coefficient of the first term will be 1. It is not necessary that the coefficient of the first term will be 1. We have taken these examples. In these examples, the coefficient of the first terms are 1. But it may be 4x cube, it may be 7x cube, it may be minus 2 by 3x cube, whatever. Okay. If we have minus 2 by 3x cube plus 2x square, then also it is called a binomial, because binomial depends upon the number of terms. If we have 2 terms there, then it is called a binomial. It doesn't depend on the coefficient of the terms. Is that clear? So we are done with our theory portion and we will solve few sums of addition and subtraction. Then your concept will be clear. Okay. Unlike terms, we have taken 2 examples. 5x square, 3 by 7 x cube. Here we have x square with 5. Here we have x cube with 3 by 7. So these two variable part, they are different. So these two terms are unlike terms. Another example, 5x to the power 4 and 5x to the power 7. Look at these two terms. 5. The coefficient of the first term, x to the power 4, is 5. Here also the coefficient of x to the power 7 is 5. So in this case the coefficients are same, but the variable part x to the power 4 and x to the power 7, they are totally different. So these are also examples of unlike terms. So in general, what do you observe? You observe that in like terms there will be same variables. The term containing x, y, z, whatever is there, it must be same. Another example, just 1 minute. Now, in case of like terms, we can sum them up. 5x square plus 3x, x square common, 5 plus c, that is 8x square. Subtraction, 5x square minus 3x square, 5 minus 3, that is 2x square. But what will happen if we add these two terms? These are unlike terms. So if we add them, it will be just in the form 5x square plus 3 by 7 x cube. We have to put it like this only. We cannot calculate it further. Similarly, for subtraction, if we take these two terms, 5x to the power 4 minus 5x to the power 7. You can take 5 common, but there will be no calculation of x to the power 4 and x to the power 7. They will remain as it is. Okay. Here 2 terms were added, we got only 1 terms. But here 2 terms were subtracted, the result is also a binomial. In the result, we subtracted two terms. In the result, two terms are present. Here we added two terms. In the result, two terms are present. So there is no decrease in the number of terms. Here we took two terms, we added, we got only one term. Here we took two terms, we subtracted, we got only one term. So in case of addition and subtraction, you have to take only the like terms. Okay, we cannot add or subtract unlike terms. If we have to add or subtract them, then they will be just in the form. No further calculation is possible. Okay, so we will move on to the starting exercise 6a. Look at the first question. What is given? Add, then 8 AB, comma, minus 5 AB, comma, 3 AB and minus AB. Now look, for the case of like terms and unlike terms, I have taken x square. But AB, these are also can be taken as variables. If there is A present in the given sum, only A. So suppose 5A, 7A, 5A, 7A, these are also variable. 5AB, 7AB, 2 by 3AB, all these are variable. Again, 2 by 7 A square B, 5 by 8 x cube y to the power 4 z square, that is also variable part. Okay, here we have taken only one example with x square only, so that it would be easier for you to understand. Now as we move on to the exercise, we will face different sums. Their variables will be different. Just in the case of question number 1, we have 8AB minus 5AB, then 3AB, then minus AB. Here AB together is called a variable term, AB. So 8AB is totally a variable term. This one, all of them are variable. And look, they are like terms also. AB is present here, AB is present here, AB is present here, AB is also present here. So these are like terms. We know that in like terms we can add or subtract. So write down. Therefore, we have to add. So write it like this: 8AB plus minus 5AB. Write it like this: 8AB plus means for this addition, then the term is minus AB. That's why I have written it inside a bracket. Then plus, it is already plus, so we can write it like this: plus 3AB. For this one, plus minus AB. Okay. In the next step, we will just omit the brackets. So what will become? 8AB, keep it as it is, plus into minus, minus 5AB, plus 3AB, then plus into minus AB. Okay. Then what we have to do? We have to take AB common. Take AB common. AB is here, AB is here, AB is here, AB is here. And look at the last term. We have AB and we are taking AB common. When we did factorization, I told you that any number, if you are taking the whole number common, we have to write it like this: the number into 1, so that 1 is left. Now when we take AB common from the first term, we are left with 8. We have taken AB common from minus 5AB, so minus 5 left. Here plus 3 left. Here we have taken AB common and AB is AB into 1, so we are left with minus 1. Any doubt in this step? Do you have any doubt? Now calculate. 8 and 3, they are positive. So positive numbers we can add. 8 and 3, 11. Now minus 5, minus 6. Same sign number. So by taking AB common from all the 4 terms, we are left with 8 from the first term, minus 5 from the second term, plus 3 from the third term, and AB have been taken common, so minus 1 is left. Now plus 8 and plus 3, we will add them together. Same sign number, we will add them. Minus 5 and minus 1. So minus 6. Then AB, 11 minus 6, that is 5. AB. So this is your result. Any doubt? If you are comfortable in adding the numbers in column, then you can put them like 8AB, then plus terms together 3AB, then minus 5AB, then minus AB. Okay, but in that case, it will be difficult if you do not understand the sum properly, how to solve it. It will be difficult for you to calculate, and in that case your result may be different, your result may be an error. Okay, you cannot start this one from the first one, because you have to show you are adding these 4 terms. So just write down this line, then you can write down the remaining thing. Okay. So addition from these chapters, look, in exercise 6A, 6B, 6C, 6D, we have lots of sums, but I will do only few sums from this exercise because all of them are quite similar. So there is no meaning of wasting time over here. Clear? So we will be doing only different types of sums. We will be doing only different types of sums, and we will finish the chapter as soon as possible. Our next sum is question number 5. What is given? Six AX minus 2BY plus 3CZ. This one is a term. Look, how to identify how many terms or how many numbers are there. It is the first number, then comma is given. So that means it is separated from the next one. The next one is 6BY minus 11AX minus CZ, and the last one is 10CZ minus 2AX minus 3BY. Okay, let us check it. 6AX minus 2BY plus 3CZ, then 6BY minus 11AX minus CZ plus 10CZ minus 2AX minus 3BY. Okay, now look, this is the first number, second number and third number, algebraic number, algebraic expressions. We have to add. Before we start, let me tell you something, that if AX is there and XA is there, AX and XA if are there, they are equal. That means AX and XA, both of them are equal. Why? AX means A into X and XA means X into A. If we consider a numerical example, 2 into 5 gives you 10. Also 10 is equal to 5 into 2. So AX and XA, they are similar. Similarly, ABC and CBA, all these are equal. Okay, ABC equal to CBA. You can also write it like BAC, whatever. So don't panic if you have ABC and in another term you have CAB. So they are all equal. Now look, here to add this one, we will use the column method. Column method, 6ax minus 2by plus 3cz. Write down the first number. Now look at the second number. Be very careful. So we have written the first number. Next expression, second expression, 6by. Look, what is the sign of by? 6by. It is plus. And here by turn is at the middle. Turn your audio off. Plus 6by. Here we have minus 2by at the beginning. So we have written our first expression, 6ax minus 2by plus 3cz. Now look at the second expression. It is plus 6by. Here the term by is at the middle, but here it is at the beginning. So no issue if we write it here, plus 6by. Next one is minus 11ax. So ax is at the beginning, write it here, minus 11ax. Next one is minus cz. Minus cz. Here 10cz. It is plus. There is no sign at the beginning, means it is plus. So plus 10cz. Next is minus 2ax. Minus 2ax. Minus 3by. Okay. We have to add. We have to add. So what you have to do? Cz, Cz, Cz. So all these three terms are like terms. By, by, all these three terms are like terms. Ax, 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 all these three terms are like terms. So as I told you, in like terms, we can easily add or subtract. We are adding. Now plus 3 and plus 10, we have to add the same signed number first. Plus 3 and plus 10. It gives you 3 plus 10, 13. Now from 13, here we have nothing, means here we have 1. Again I am repeating, 3 is plus, 10 is plus. 3 plus 10, 13. Now here we have nothing with Cz, means we have 1. So 13 is plus and minus 1. So it will be plus 12. Now what is the variable part? It is Cz. Am I clear? Next one. It is plus 6. Plus term, we have only one plus term. Here it is minus 2, here it is minus 3. Minus 2 and minus 3, same sign number. So we have to add them. Minus 2 plus minus 3, sorry. That is minus 2 minus 3 equal to minus 5. For the same sign number, we have to add them and the sign will be this one. So it is minus 5. So by using these two, we have minus 5by and we have a plus 6by. 6 is plus, 5 is minus. So we are left with plus by. In the next step, 6 is plus, but minus 11, minus 12, minus 2. Minus 11 and minus 2, it gives you minus 13, minus 13 and plus 6. It gives you minus 7. So it will be minus 7ax. That is your result. Okay. Here we have nothing with by, means we are left with 1 into by. So you can write it 1 by or simply write only by. Is that clear? Okay, next we will be solving. Okay, next we will be solving question number 6. So question number 8, what is given? We have 1, 2, 3 expressions. First one is 4x square minus 7xy plus 4y square minus 3. Next one is 5 plus 6y square minus 8xy plus x square and 6 minus 2xy plus 2x square minus 5y square. Okay, we'll use the column method here also. So it will be 4x square, keep it as it is, minus 7xy plus 4y square minus 3. We are keeping the first expression as it is. Next one, 5 is a constant term, so plus 5 plus 6 y square is here, so plus 6y square minus 8xy minus 8xy, then plus x square. Next one is plus 6, so plus 6 minus 2xy minus 2xy plus 2x square plus 2x square minus 5y square minus 5y square. Adding, we get 5 and 6, 11 minus 3, that is plus 8. Next one, 6 and 4, 10 minus 5 plus 10 minus 5, so plus 5y square. Minus 7 minus 8, minus 15 and minus 2, minus 17 xy. 4, here we have nothing means 1. So 4, 1, 2, all these 3 are positive. So 4 plus 3, 7. That is 7x square. This is your answer. Check the answer. Next is subtraction. What is question number 9? Subtract. Okay. Subtract this one from this one. That means we have to write down this one first. From means from minus 5 square b we have to subtract this one. Okay. So we have to write down minus 5 square b first, then minus 3 square b. Okay, minus same sign. When we have same sign, what we will have? 5 and 3 minus 8 square b. Just like if you have minus 7 and minus 3, what do you do? Minus 7 and minus 3, so it is minus 10. So just like minus 5 square b and minus 3 square b, minus 8 square b. Done. So what is given in question number 17? 4p square plus 5q square minus 6r square plus 7. We have to subtract this one from 3p square minus 4q square minus 5r square minus 6. Okay. So from means we have to write down this one first, then this one second. Now look, in question number 9 we had only 2 terms, that's why we did in row method. Okay, horizontal method. Here we have more than 1 term, we have 4 terms here, 4 terms here. So we will use column method. Write down, we have to subtract this one from this one. So write down this one first. Be very careful. If you write this one first, this one second, then your answer will be different and it will be wrong. 3p square minus 4q square minus 5r square minus 6. from this one we have to subtract this one. 4p square, write down it here, plus 5q square minus 6r square plus 7. Now keep some space over here and draw the line. Now look, we have to subtract this one from this one. When you subtract, the sign changes. Suppose we have to subtract minus 3ab from 5ab. So what will write? 5ab minus 3ab. Since we have only one terms, so it will become minus ab plus minus into minus plus 3ab. Look, it was minus, but when we are calculating, it has become plus. So that means when we subtract, the sign changes. It do not have any sign, means it is plus. So what will be its present sign? It is minus. It is plus. So what will be the actual sign? It is minus. It was minus, its sign will change to plus. It was plus, its sign will change to minus. Clear? Now look. So we will not take plus sign for 7 now. What will be the sign of 7? It will be minus 7. Okay? This sign is the present sign of this number. So minus 7 and minus 6, it gives you minus 13. Next is minus 5r square, and this is plus now. So plus 6r square and minus 5r square. Plus 6r square and minus 5r square, it gives you only r square or 1 into r square. So it will be plus r square. Next one, it is minus, it is now minus. So minus 5q square minus 4q square. Both of them are same sign. So it will be minus 5 and minus 4, that is minus 9q square. Last one, it is plus, it is minus. So minus 4q square plus minus 4p square plus 3p square. Opposite sign, so it will be minus p square. Check the answer, it will be there. Okay.